Right. So someone in the group, I think it was Kiva, her name is. What if your videos are heavily suggested? Oh, no, this was from Brian. What if your videos are heavily suggested in another country? Is there a way to change that? So Brian has a channel, and I went through his channel with him, and he has like an English speaking channel, but a lot of his suggested views were coming from, I think it was from India or Japan. So of course he has English speaking videos with English description and everything, but for some reason his videos were like getting suggested from Japanese people, which he didn't really want because the RPM and CPM is lower. You want to build an English audience if you have an English channel, right? Unfortunately, Brian is not here to walk me through this, and I don't know how much of his channel I can give away on this call. But my first question would be if his channel was pre-monetized, and if I remember correct, it was. So what happens often when you have a pre-monetized channel is that people are going to push watch hours, so views and subscribers from in countries like India, Pakistan, like something like in the East, where the views are super cheap. The CPM is super low, the RPM is super low, so the ads are super low, and they're going to push these videos and subscribers from those audiences. So if you have a new channel and you push all these subscribers and views to it, the algorithm can think that this is your target audience because you are getting views from these people. If you then start, even when you upload English talking videos with description and tags in English, it can still cause the algorithm to target the wrong people, basically. So I was just checking the chat really quick. Yeah, Jason, it's good that we did this review, right? Because now you know what to be careful for. That's great. Okay, back to Brian's question. So I know that Brian's channel was about a specific show series, and what I think was the main cause is that this TV show or series was very popular in this specific country where his views were coming from. So maybe if you pick a show or a series and do like channel reviews or top 10 like mystery things you missed or like Easter eggs, they do a lot with news related channels. If this show is just way more popular in another country, then it can happen that you're going to get views from this country instead of from the country that you want to target. Aiden shared an image of, yeah, see, so the image he shared is like, you can see that almost 30% of his audience is from India. Of course, that's like a pretty big portion, right? So you don't really want that to happen because you don't want one sort of your audience being like people that don't care about your channel videos or even speak English. Now, what you can do to fight this, first of all, I would advise honestly to start a fresh channel because once you get a pre-monetized channel and it's not performing like it's doing for Brian in this case, and it's targeting a weird audience, you're gonna doubt yourself, like, is it my video topic? Is it my channel niche? Or is it because the algorithm is messed up and it's targeting the wrong people because I have fake views and subscribers? So maybe your channel would work if you started a fresh channel, but you just feed the algorithm the correct data from the start on. So of course, everyone's own choice. Sometimes pre-monetized channels do work, but it can also be the cause of your channel not performing very well. And that can be very frustrating. So some ways to fight this and actually target people that you want to target. You can set your channel language, your video language. You can do your description in English. You can put metadata in your thumbnails and videos before uploading it. And then lastly, you can check where the topic of your video that you're uploading is popular. So you can put your video topic in something like Google Trend and then compare it to different countries where it's the most popular. To show you this real quick, like how this works, this is a video I uploaded last week, like how you can make the viral AI shorts. Most of you watched it, I think. If you upload your video, first of all, the metadata is also your title and description. So if you're going to put an English title and description, people are more likely to be finding your channel in the English language they speak, right? Because you put your Google account to English, you put your YouTube to English. If you scroll down here, the tags, you want to put them in English too. That's even more metadata to show that your video is in English. And then here's the most important thing probably, the language and captions certification. So select your video's language and if needed the caption. Here you can say that your video language is in English and your title and description language is also in English. If you put this to like French, YouTube is going to push your video to France basically, right? To French speaking people. So You want to make sure that once you start uploading that all this is, yeah, Aiden, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I just had a thought as you were scrolling down there. So you know where it says it's you can choose between whether it's like entertainment, news, or something like that, and what type of
Yeah,
video it is.
yeah,
What
the
would you
topic.
usually set yours to? Because I usually put mine as education. But
Yeah, education or entertainment, I usually do.
does it make a huge difference with what you choose when you put on that or not?
Not necessarily, but like for example, the guy I was just talking about, Brian, his channel was about series and movies and TV, so he probably wants to do film and animation. I
Yeah.
would just like usually it's education or entertainment. Um, but like for example, yours might be news and politics, actually, the one we did for you just now.
Yeah, because I've tried to test both of them and
Mm,
I've not really been able to see much of a difference. Would it affect like the
yeah,
CPM, anything like that by choosing either one of those, do you think? Or
yeah. Like I don't have like data on testing this and know exactly if it really makes a difference or not. But
yeah,
I would just pick the one that makes the most sense for your channel.
yeah, yeah. All right.
Like one big one is sports too, right? So if you have a channel about sports, just pick sports and yeah,
Yeah.
it's like yeah, I would go about it like that.
So
But
can you
yeah, so
remember
if
my
you
old channel?
sorry,
Can you remember
yeah, yeah,
can you remember my old channel?
yeah.
What would you say that was then? Because it could have fallen under either entertainment, news,
Hmm.
or
Yeah.
that's
I
about
think
it
I
really.
think for that one, I think I would education, honestly.
Yeah. All right then.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Thanks.
Education or entertainment. Yeah, it's yeah. You had some topic that yeah, you know what I mean, right? It's like it's almost the same in a way, but yeah,
Yeah.
it
It's
could
very
fall under the
similar, isn't
same
it?
one. Yeah,
Yeah. All right, thank you.
right. Um, so yeah, if Brian rewatches this, like just make sure to in his case it was really the topic of his videos, I think. But yeah, you want to check the pre-monetized channel if it's that's the case, and otherwise just make sure that you put all your metadata in English. Maybe even put like English, like the word English or the US, for example, to target that even more. One thing you can do to add even more extra metadata, once you download your thumbnail and your video to your computer. So if your freelancers finish the video and thumbnail, you download it and it's on your computer, right? On your in your download folder. You can right click the file and then go to instructions or extra info or something that opens up a window that shows even more. You can add text and a description there too. So you can put your text and your English description in the thumbnail and in the video file before uploading it to YouTube. So if you do this, you feed the algorithm even more data that it can read to make. Next question was this one that got